think I did at all well on my predictions for this wec48 event. This might in fact be my worst ever. I think certainly since I have started to make a note of my predictions versus the outcome, apart from just doing them, which was last September, I've only really failed to get more wrong than right on one event, and that was a UFC, quite a recent UFC, I think. I've never had a problem with WEC before, but I think this just might be the day. We'll start with Brandon Vischer versus Tyler Toner. You know, I thought that Brandon Vischer, on a fantastic winning streak, would do really, really well. And he didn't. It seems that he did okay until a clinch right at the start of the first round. And then he basically just got TKO'd. So Tyler Toner wins that one. Herb Dean was the referee, but I haven't heard anything bad about that. So I know I've not done well there. Takaya Mizugaki, you know, I was undecided on who I was going to go for on this one. I said that I worried that Mizugaki was a little bit above a group in that division which have challenged him recently, but I was going to give Rani Aha the benefit of the doubt. Shouldn't have done that, because Takaya won. It was a decision, 30-27 and 29-28 twice, so it wasn't even split. Chad Mendes versus Anthony Morrison. You know, I'm a bit bummed about this one, to be honest, because I thought that Anthony Morrison would do really well. He did fail on his debut, but he was challenging a recently deposed champion. It was Mike Brown. Again, in the first round, he got choked out. I think it was a guillotine this time. Yeah, so, you know, I hope they don't cut him over this, because the reason I say that about Anthony Morrison is that the UFC are, I think, beginning to change things slightly. They used to say that they would end a contract if you had lost 3 in a row. Now they are beginning to cut people. There's been a spate recently of people who have only lost 2 in a row, and they're not always devastating defeats. I don't know. So that's another one I got wrong. I hope all goes well with him, I really do. Brad Pickett and Demetrius Johnson. I think this is the first one I've got right. Brad Pickett actually won. It was a decision win, and at least that's one I got right. This is another one I got right, which I was quite pleased about. This is Alex Karalexis versus Anthony Pettis. Anthony won in the second round with a triangle, if I remember rightly. Am I right? Yes, he did. And Sherdog says that he won the first round as well. So that's good. Karalexis did get a takedown in order to, I hasten to add, get down to the ground in the first place in the second round. It's just he kind of sort of fell in to the triangle there. Leonard Garcia versus Chan Sung Young. Now this is interesting because I've heard people online say this, and Sherdog also says this. Sherdog thinks that Chan Sung Young should have won, and I've heard a lot of people say that as well. I haven't watched this fight yet, so I don't know. I would find it hard to believe, but there we are. Perhaps I'm wrong, I don't know. This was he was fighting Leonard Garcia. Garcia won, but it was a split decision, 29-28 twice, and 29-28. Well, anyway, it was a split decision, and the crowd weren't happy. I'm rather happy because I like Leonard Garcia, and of course that is another prediction that I got correct, and I need all the predictions that I can get in this event. Antonio Banuelos versus Scott Jorgensen. I've heard people say that this was the fight of the night, or that it should have been. They enjoyed it, let's just say that. Scott Jorgensen apparently wins by the decision. Apparently the first round was very close, but Scott began to get ahead in the second, and in the third he was basically on his way to a decision by then. I can't remember who I went for there, but anyway. Anthony Njoku versus Shane Roller. I went for Shane Roller and I was a bit uncertain, and he won, which is fantastic. It was an RNC of some sort. They say, what do they say? It was palm to palm with the rear naked choke or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, it was some sort of choke. Mike Brown versus Manny Gamborian. Didn't see this happening. It looks like Manny Gamborian won, and I think it was strikes in the end. There you are. He struck once and got him down, and then the fight got called when he started with the TK. Well, with the strikes on the ground. Don't know what to think of that. That's a bit weird. Didn't see it going that way at all. Benson Henderson won in the first round, and that was by choke as well. So it's another one I did not so good on. Now the main event went all the way to decision. I have said quite substantially that I would like Jose Aldo to win, but was a bit worried that Uriah Faber with his track record wouldn't do so well. Now, Aldo actually won, so I didn't do so well on my pick there, but I find that a favourable outcome, and I do believe that he's now solidified himself completely, because I said that my problem with him was possibly not having fought so many calibers. He's done that now in Uriah Faber. He's only the third person to have beaten him. It went to decision, but I heard that it was the leg kicks that actually sort of managed to do the damage. I've also heard that he was outstanding on the ground. Now, we had heard rumours that he was good on the ground, but we hadn't actually seen him tested in that way before. So there we are. I think the one problem that people had, it says, where is it down here? Yes. The one problem that people had was in round 5, where they think that Aldo could possibly have finished and chose not to in order to get the decision there, and the final round might have been a little bit boring and the crowd were booing. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know about that one. He's not. I don't suppose he's fought 5 rounds before. I don't know. I'm not immediately going to say that he should, instantly go for finish. He was fighting an extremely dangerous opponent. I think he was, even though other people said that they thought Uriah was the underdog. I think if people took it at a neutral level, they would say that Uriah Faber, probably more experienced, or definitely more experienced, faced higher calibers, should probably be able to win. So I don't know about that one, but all I know is that I didn't do very well, I'm afraid.